Welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
And I'm Dave. Well, we're going with the silly voices.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. That's totally my Michigan accent.
Okay, sorry. My bad. My bad.
All right, so today we're painting some Star Wars Imperial Assault.
Yep.
We're just doing the core box, some miniatures from the core box set.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'll slide this over so we can see what it looks like. Well, I expect everybody has seen the core box set.
Ta-da! I think there's a large dice under there.
There is. Yeah, right. I'm going to move this out of the way anyway. But...
Right, truth.
Yep.
So there it is, the core box, which you can pick up at your friendly local game store.
Look how thick it is.
It's ginormous. How many miniatures does that come with?
It says 34 plastic figures.
That's
but
a lot.
one of those plastic figures is an ATST.
Yes, yeah. I didn't take it out and build it.
But I think this one, actually, this box also includes bonus Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader figure packs.
Yes. Which I also did not pull out in Prime. So.
Okay, fair enough. We'll work with all the other fun stuff that's in there, right?
And there's plenty of fun stuff.
Yep. Rick's just making fun of me because I complained about that earlier.
I'm not making fun of him at all.
I'm going to put this down here.
Totally making
okay?
fun of him.
It's getting heavy.
Perfect.
Okay.
So...
Oh, we could do that. Leona's making suggestions for us. It's as if we haven't been here for a few days.
We haven't.
We haven't? Yeah, it feels like yesterday. Okay, I got to turn the spinner on. As we should have done beforehand. So I've got started painting this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's called a what? A Nexu?
A Nexu.
I like it.
Yep. I deliberately chose this one because it's from a part of the Star Wars universe that I haven't seen yet.
It's true.
Clone Wars.
And then I am painting Jin Odan, one of the player characters in the game.
Oh, cool.
And I'm probably going to work on, there's a Jedi as well.
Is that a Twi'lek?
I don't think she's a Twi'lek.
No?
She is a...
What are they called? One of those ones.
Man, maybe it is. I don't know. Diala Pasil. If anybody knows what her race is, she does have like the Liku type things, but I don't know. Maybe she is a Twi'lek.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Could be.
Might be one of those shows I haven't seen.
Let's see what everybody says. Carl says hi. Steve says, here we go.
Yes.
Lee Short. What's up, Lee? What's going on, everyone? Chris Gorka. Walter says hi. Chris Cox. So what's the difference between Imperial Assault and Legion?
Legion, yeah, fairly considerable. Legion is a miniatures war game. So you have all your minis and you move around in sort of undefined spaces.
Right, more of an open world.
You've got an open movement. Whereas Imperial Assault is a board game.
Right.
Very definitely a board game.
You have a tile placement.
Miniatures board game.
Yeah.
So when you get tile placement, you move around in squares on the board. Yeah. Interactions are very different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I suspect missions are different as well.
Correct. And you get to play, like, every individual player plays their own character, like almost like a Star Wars campaign.
Right,
If you're
okay.
like RPG campaign.
Okay, cool.
I just ordered the core box and a few other pieces, says Lee. Sweet. Oh, Chris goes, oh, besides scale. That's also a huge difference.
Yes, scale is very different.
Let's see. Gerard Krause, I've religiously ordered all the expansions for this. They remain unpainted and only played once. Gamer problems. I feel ya. Robert says Imperial Assault is like a co-op dungeon crawler. I agree.
There we
go. Drew says, "Hail, heroes!"
Hail, well met.
Yeah, Chris, you're right. She does kind of look like a Twi'lek. I was. What's the race of Snips or Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars Clone Wars? And she's. You know who that is? Ahsoka Tano?
No.
She is Luke Skywalker, or not Luke Skywalker's, Anakin Skywalker's Padawan.
Okay.
In the animated series.
Okay. Yep.
And then Chris Gorka says, I just got my Cult of Paint H&S Infinity about 15 minutes ago. I can't wait to use it. Yeah.
Harder and Steenbeck Infinity Airbrush.
Nice.
Very cool.
And
they are apparently a very nice piece of kit.
Are they?
Yeah.
Luckies.
Excellent. But yeah, it was funny when you just asked me that question. You looked at me as if I might know the answer.
I thought maybe you would know that.
No.
Because you haven't seen Star Wars Rebels either.
That's correct.
Because Ahsoka Tano returns in Star Wars Rebels as an adult. And she, of course, by the end of the Clone Wars, had kind of like left the Jedi Order.
Okay.
And now she still works and helps with the rebellion in some capacity.
Right. So she was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan.
Padawan. Mm-hmm. She was awesome.
Okay. I'm trying to get the timing right. Trying to understand where the timing.
Okay.
How the timing works. Because obviously in the movies,
it would have been.
It was not covered.
Yeah, because you don't see her in the Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
But she obviously existed between Star Wars Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
But by the time Revenge of the Sith comes, she's already abandoned the Jedi Order.
Okay, right, yeah. There we go. So what about the characters you're painting? Are they...
These are not canon as far as like in any animated series.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, they're just part of this particular game. But I would say that I would love to see Garkon, who is this big old Wookiee with a polearm or like a vibro axe spear thing. I'd love to find out the story behind Diala Pasil, which is we'll go Twi'lek force user. Then there's like this a Bothan.
Oh, a Bothan spy?
I don't know if it's a spy. It's a bold renegade.
Okay.
And then Jin is, of course, the sly smuggler. Then there's the hardened veteran. And then there's the valiant commander in Gideon Argus, who kind of looks like he's a Star Wars commander.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that in the...
We'll pop him under the close cam here.
Yeah. I mean, that guy looks like a hardened commander.
Yeah.
He's seen some stuff.
Super hardcore. Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to try and paint this Nexus so it comes out looking like this. Oh. So it should be good. Quite a bit of dry brushing. A little bit of washing to get the tail and the gums right. Should be good. But what is everybody painting? What's everybody painting now?
Yeah, what's
now
everybody
during
else?
the stream? What are you painting?
Who's painting with us right now? And what are you painting? Chris Cox says, during the Clone Wars, but left before Revenge of the Sith. Many Bothans died to bring you this episode.
That's terrible. Had I known that, I wouldn't have come.
No, they're just Bothans.
You saying Bothans are expendable?
I wouldn't say expendable, but I heard they breed really quickly.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
They replenish their population fast.
Okay. So life is cheap.
I would not say that. Don't put those in my... I would never say that, everybody. Life is not cheap. Life is precious.
It is.
Speaking of which, I just watched Jupiter Rising again. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's going to be the theme for this particular episode again. Have you seen this? No.
Yeah. So in Jupiter Rising, the human race did not originate on Earth.
Oh, okay.
Earth is a farm planet where the human population is literally farmed from these different planets throughout the galaxy by this particular royal family of humans, and they use the product that is produced from breaking down human, the human as our like cattle.
Okay. Yep.
And it helps keep other humans alive longer and all this other weird stuff.
Okay.
But that's the main commodity in their universe, or
in their
is
existence.
The human cattle.
Right. Okay.
So yes, humans do have a price that they.
Right.
It was crazy. I was like, yikes.
Wow.
But
you will be proud of me.
What did you watch?
I watched a couple of things on Netflix.
Did you watch Polar?
I did.
Oh my God, so good.
Yep.
Lee Short says he's working on a world map for D&D. Nice.
Oh, excellent.
That
I love
is
world
pretty
maps.
cool. One Ichiro says Bothans, useless. I sent a bunch of Bothans to get me coffee once, all dead.
Sad but accurate.
Chris says he's finishing the last of the Stormtroopers. Chris Gorka also says that he's more Harry Potter stuff. And
yeah, Chris did finished off his Troll over the weekend.
I saw it. So good.
Looks great.
One Ichiro says, I just got a whole mess of Wookiees to paint for Star Wars Legion.
Excellent.
Yeah. So good.
There's so many guy who sculpted those.
The Wookiees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Dugas. Very cool.
So Polar.
Polar. Yep.
That movie was so good.
It was a crazy kind of style to it.
As far as how it was shot?
Yeah. Oh, just I guess the story as well. The pacing in it and everything had a very I can't remember the name of the film. Jeremy Piven is the target of a whole bunch of assassins. He's in a hotel in Reno.
Get Shorty?
No. I can't remember what that one was called.
The fact that you even pull out a Jeremy Piven reference.
I know. How about that? Hey, was it Jeremy Piven? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Jeremy Piven. I could be wrong.
You're probably not.
No. I really am.
Wow.
But no, Polar was great. If you enjoy your over-the-top assassins trying to retire movies.
Which I do.
Yep. So you'd be excited for John Wick 3 then?
Yes, I'm very excited for John Wick 3. The cool thing about working here is, with Diamond Select Toys, they have a John Wick license to make statuary and stuff like that, and they did a really, really nice John Wick statue where he's like walking down this like sidewalk, and it has like street lamps hanging in the diorama.
Oh, cool!
Oh, it's beautiful.
Excellent.
But what's that guy's name?
The actor?
Yeah,
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads, that guy. Jesus.
Yeah.
What would have made that movie it's a great movie, and if you haven't watched it, absolutely go watch Polar. What would have made it 100% perfect is if Sean Bean would have been in it and died.
Had been one of the assassins.
Yeah, another one of the old assassins.
Right. I think it was great. I'm pretty sure it was Richard Dreyfuss.
It was Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah,
as
Richard
Porter.
Dreyfuss is in there.
Yeah.
So.
Him, and then Johnny Knoxville, I believe, was
Johnny
in the
Knoxville was in
opening.
there. Yep. yeah, so I watched that.
And the girl that plays Fat Amy on Pitch Perfect 3, her roommate in real life is the main bad guy.
Okay.
Which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah. And the fact that I knew that was her roommate, don't ask how I know that information.
I'll ask you later.
All right.
Yep. Cool. I think for these probe droids, I'm just going to hit them with this, like a dark gray.
Okay.
Almost a little bit of a wash over the white. And then once they're dry, just come back with a really sharp dry brush.
Nice.
We'll pick them out. Nice, and then you can pick out some of the little lenses and stuff around the side.
Very cool.
But yeah, for some reason Rick primed 3 of them, so I'm going to try and paint 3 of them.
Wow. I mean, I primed 3 of them just because I thought they were cool.
Well, yeah, they are.
And they're all in one little baggie.
Right.
Hail, Jacob. Welcome. Jacob Vonk. No clue why Facebook posted this on my page, but damn, I like it. Welcome, Jacob. We appreciate you being here.
Yep.
And thank you, Facebook, for introducing Jacob to our funny little universe.
For randomly placing him, man.
Yeah. Chris Gorko says, thanks, Chris. Yeah, hopefully we'll be finishing a bunch of them between tonight and tomorrow. And Drew from 1 Inch said, I watched Polar this weekend. Not bad, not amazing, but fun. It was amazing.
I wouldn't have gone with amazing. Fun, sure.
Amazing fun.
I ended up watching it at 3 in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, they're prime sleep hours, man.
I know. I got a little bit of a cold, so.
Oh, I was wondering.
I just kept awake.
I thought you'd lost your vegan powers because when you got here, I was like, your hair wasn't as up as it usually is,
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was a reference to Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I'm not a vegan. Although if they have powers, I might consider it.
Well, like the Dragon Ball character Vegeta.
Okay.
You have to watch the movie.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We watched some fun movies at 3 a.m. Runaway for one, and I'm not sure what that one is. Hey, thanks, Jacob, for sharing it.
Cool.
Join us all week. Yes, we'll be back on Thursday as well. Sure will. But we're not leaving yet. We have an hour. So don't run away.
Yep. But also that night I watched another movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a post-apocalyptic one.
Okay, what happened in it?
As Netflix tends to suggest to me. Watch all the post-apocalyptic stuff, Dave. But it was just a really sort of very simple sort of character piece.
You're cerebral. You make it very cerebral.
It was, yeah. It was much more cerebral. It's probably not as cerebral as I'm presenting it, but just two actors in it who had to decide how they were going to get off the planet.
Yeah, they have the oxygen mask thing that they.
At certain times they do, yeah.
Yeah.
When they. Pardon?
Yeah, and the balloon.
That's a balloon.
Yeah.
Yep. And the one of the actors is the guy that plays
the Falcon.
The Falcon. Yeah. I can't remember that actor's
name. Anthony something.
Yep. That sounds right. The something part.
Yeah.
Anthony.
It's something.
It's definitely Anthony.
Anthony something. Or
I'm
something.
terrible.
Anthony.
I know I should have prepared for this.
He's like Jeremy Pivens, yo. But Anthony.
It's not Jeremy. It was definitely not Jeremy Piven.
but the actor that plays Falcon.
The actor that plays Falcon. Yeah.
Who was also in another movie I just watched. Oh man. Oh, I watched Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Okay.
Another, pre-apocalyptic.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yep. That's funny. I haven't seen that movie for ages.
What I think is funny is they did that, and then somebody else, how Walking Dead super popular. Then all of a sudden you've got World War Z or Z Nation on Sci-Fi, which is, I guess, gaining in popularity. for whatever reason. And
so you're saying you don't like it?
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Not awesome.
Right.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Right.
But when Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter came out, another like sci-fi thing was Abraham Lincoln Zombie Hunter.
Zombie Hunter.
And it was so bad. I watched it twice, but so bad.
I mean, hunting zombies is fun. Hunting zombies in a like stovepipe hat.
The movie you're talking about was I.O.
I.O. That's it. Yep. That is the movie I was talking
about. Jacob, yes, we do paint 40K.
Yep. A couple of weeks ago, we painted some Def Dreads, some Orc Def Dreads, and some Orc Boys. Hopefully soon, we might paint some Gene Stealer Cult.
Yes.
The new Gene Stealer Cult coming out.
These look so good.
Yeah. I've decided to resurrect an old army project.
Oh, wow.
The Gene Stealer Cult project that I started like when they first were released 2 years ago. But it's been sitting on the shelf for a long time.
Is there a book you could read
About finishing army projects?
that could help you with that?
There is. It's not in the country yet, but it's on its way. I will talk about my book once.
Sorry, Dave.
I'll talk about my book once it's in country. Although I did have a conversation with Tad, one of the buyers for Alliance, this morning. So,
Ross
good.
Bonilla over on YouTube said he watched Smoking Aces movie.
Smoking Aces, that's it.
What? Oh, that's the one.
That's the one.
Oh, okay. Michael Gonzalez is like, hi, I'll just put Polar on my watch list. I thought it was 10 at first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I.O.
I.O.
I.O. I thought it was 10.
Yeah. No Bo Derek.
No Bo Derek.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The so you're talking to Tad.
Oh, yeah. We're just talking about sort of a date for when he's going to send me pre-orders.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
But I also said that I hadn't been pushing it because
You want it in country?
shipping has been kind of crazy.
I bet.
So
Anthony
this
Mackie,
Friday.
by the way.
Anthony Mackie, radio. Yeah, he was really good. I thought he was cool.
Yeah. Jacob's like, Orc rules. That's why Facebook showed me this page. Cool.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah, I think the Orcs are right
The Orcs are
behind
around,
us.
yeah, they're right behind you, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Am I blocking them?
shall I lean back and grab them?
Here.
Oh,
That's
there we
not
go.
it, but I'm just moving that out the way so I can
Rick's
grab
going to lean back and grab them.
it. Yeah. Here's one. Here's yours, Dave, actually.
Rightio. Ooh, yeah. We'll just throw it on close cam for a second. I know this is a... oh,
Bit larger.
There's no way.
there we go. It's going to spin. Okay. There we go. We shouldn't really be showing this, should we? It's an
It's all
Imperial
good.
Sold episode. Oh, well.
They didn't pay for it.
Excellent.
Just to show you that, well, yeah, we do other things, and there is the
Yep.
the
Awesome stuff. Of course, we get the
what's it
back
called
of
again?
the Def Dread.
Def Dread.
Orgy Def Dread. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we do
This one's a Goff Def Dread.
golf.
Because you can tell it's all black. And then the checks. Checkers.
The checkers on its
Checker band. Yep,
shoulders.
on shoulders. So, yoink.
Nice.
Ready?
So yeah,
I pop them over
did
there.
a little bit of
for a
everything.
moment.
Ross asks, do we all ever do any mini conversions to paint on the program? As a matter of fact,
We did.
We
Just
did.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
I think it was a week or two before the Def Dread. We painted. We worked on a Boba Fett from Star Wars Legion,
yeah,
and I converted him up to be
the
you know,
Mandalorian.
something similar to the lead character from the Mandalorian, based on the image, the one or two images we've
Yeah,
seen.
so he took Boba Fett and took him from being like this like jumping shooting position on a stand to a standing walking with a long rifle on his
Long
back
rifle
and
on the back.
the cape is expanded. It
Yep.
was it was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely cool. So yeah, we do some conversions sometimes, particularly for games that sort of can have that flexibility. You could convert these models for sure, but there's no real point to it.
I think he even did one with when we first did Legion. Did you not do a mild conversion to one of the speeder bikes?
Oh no, that's where I wanted to.
Oh.
I was gonna talked about doing that. It's like, oh, it'd be great if we could have one guy sort of pointing his pistol backwards.
That's right, and there was.
Oh yeah. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It wasn't the speeder bikes. It was the ATRTs, the small walkers.
Oh yeah.
Because we got a second one from the
individual pack.
Individual pack, but it was already different from the other one, so there was no point to converting it. But yeah. Okay, I'm just going to slide this aside for a second.
Okay.
Start working on some dry brushing.
Nice. Yeah, this young lady right here, this Jin Odan, the Sly Smuggler, it's pretty cool.
Sort of. Oh, cool.
Yeah. She's got a really, I just like the pose. It's like.
Yeah. That, sort of that orange yellow that you've got going on there, and combined with the dark hair, is really giving me a very is it Kira kind of vibe
from
so Amelia Clark's character from Solo.
Oh yeah, Kira. Yeah.
Not sure why, but it just is.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Back in shot.
Let me reduce this awesome post where Dale Simpson asks us to read the rules. Someone's sharing in groups. Not me. I haven't shared anything. No. And we got to read the rules thing.
Oh, in the Tabletop Minions Paint Showcase Club. So we may not be allowed to share those.
Okay. Sometimes usually they just block me.
No. There we go.
All right.
But one thing I'm going to ask, this, so the Nexu here, is this also the kind of creature that Obi-Wan
was riding?
Rode around in?
No, that was a lizard.
It was a lizard?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That kind of had that weird chirping, like, thing going on.
Yeah.
Just like that, by the way.
Just like that, exactly.
I'm a true mimic.
You are.
Man versus Mini. Speaking of conversions, what advice do you have for anyone wanting to convert their models but fear chopping up their expensive models they bought?
The first thing you have to do is get rid of the fear. Yes. But no, what I'd probably suggest...
Fear leads to anger.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
Hate leads to the dark side.
Suffering. What I'd suggest there is pick up a whole bunch of inexpensive minis. So check out the Reaper Bones range, or some of the Whiz Kids,
the Nolzors,
the Deep Cuts ranges. Look for some inexpensive plastic models. Is really start with those and practice conversion. One of the sort of the most important things when you are doing a conversion, if you're moving an arm around or swapping a head or that kind of thing, is proportions, keeping the proportions right.
Oh yeah, I can see.
So you don't want to start out with an arm that's like this long, and end up with an arm that's this long,
right?
Kind of thing.
Or taking a Legion head and putting it on one of these.
Yeah, so you go from a head that's this size to this size.
Right.
So keep an eye, look at those things first. But yeah, definitely, it's kind of the same as painting and not wanting to mess up a $15 model.
Right.
Start with a $3 model or a $5 model and mess that up first, and then prime over it and mess it up again, and prime over it and mess it up again.
And then you get it perfect.
Eventually, yeah.
And one of the things you can do, not all game stores do it, but some of them have these like flea markets once in a while.
Yep.
Where people bring in their old games, and you can get some like really good miniatures, super cheap at those as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I've picked up like all the Dungeons and Dragons, like Tomb of Horrors, and a bunch of other ones that had a bunch of miniatures in them. And for like $10-15 a pop at a local flea market at one of our stores here, and took all those miniatures out, and I had no fear to do anything I wanted with those.
Exactly. So that's that would be the sort of the first thing to do, is to get something you're not worried about messing up. Because every time we start something new, we're gonna make mistakes. We won't get it to the point where we're super happy with it. What are you chuckling about now, Rick?
Walter says, buy 2 and mod 1.
Right.
Chris Cox says, Rick has beard, Dave has the accent. That's what makes the show so good. Stupid question, Rick is the one with the beard, or is that Dave?
He's Rick. I'm Dave. Dave. There you go.
Walter also says, you could also try sculpting your own.
Yep. You can definitely try that.
I don't know if I would. I don't have that kind of skill set at all.
Want to look at some minis?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
So what we do is we show some miniatures that were that some of the members of the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group have done this since the last time we met.
Yep, which was Thursday last week.
Thursday last week, yeah.
It's all fun stuff from over the weekend. So first up, Robert Malik painted Howland Reed for his Stark Army.
Nice.
From A Song of Ice and Fire by Simon. So very cool, nice work.
Looking. Yeah.
Yep. Nice and grim for the Kranich man. So this is painted by Mini Painting Studio. So this is Josh, Mini Painting Studio, painted Marathi from Games Workshop. This is from the Age of Sigmar range.
I love how it has like that light effect on that.
Oh yeah, the object source lighting at the back, spectacular.
Yeah.
But everything there is just really cool. The color choices. You notice on the back there's in the shadows on the red, there's a little bit of green in there.
I can't tell from this, but I'm sure.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Oh, trust me. Excellent. Okay, William West painted up this Predator from Prodos Games out of Poland. So
wow,
they've done some really cool Predator minis. They've got the AVP license.
Oh, nice.
This is Bloodsoe, the Evil Cleric from Reaper Miniatures.
By William T. West.
Painted up by William as well.
Looks great.
Yep. Definitely cool. Danny Case painted up the Stormcast Eternal. I think
this is really cool.
Yeah, it is really nice. Elevating the hero is definitely cool. But this is one from the I think it's one from the Soul Wars box.
Oh, okay.
One of the new Incantors or something like that.
Okay, it looks amazing.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks fantastic. And Dragon's Den Miniatures. You want to have a go at pronouncing that?
It looks like Carindra Thistlemore.
By Sounds good to me.
Carindra Thistlemore. Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. It looks. It's an amazing looking paint job.
Yeah, it is. It's just a great color choice all around, and really nice contrast. Andrew Ollenbach.
What is this from?
This is a complete kit bash from all sorts of stuff. So it's the model underneath is a Saurus Cold One. The model on top, the top half of it is a Kroot. So both of these are from Games Workshop. But the chainsword in the Kroot's hand makes me think it's for 40k rather than for Age of Sigmar. Or he's using it for 40k rather than Age of Sigmar.
All right.
So, but yeah, there we go.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's awesome. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what?
So we've got another Kroot there on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay.
And are they Kroot traps?
Not trap. says
It's not a trap. So
It's not a trap.
making me think that it's possibly a trap. Yeah. So yeah, some cool, fun little
really good.
markers there from Andrew. Gene Lopez.
Nimra.
Blackguard.
I'm not sure who makes that.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Who makes that one either?
It looks pretty cool.
Yep.
The base looks amazing. The paint looks great.
Blood and skulls.
Yeah,
Blood
I can't
and
go wrong
skulls.
with that, right?
But yeah. Neat. Nimrod.
All right. Oh, Kevin St. Pierre.
Cool.
Another ranger from the Reaper line.
Yep.
Nice. So Kevin is a cosplayer. He does some really good cosplays.
Awesome.
And along, excuse me, the local circuit here.
Excellent.
So.
And an unkeg.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Looks like a kind of like a baby Remoras.
Sort of.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a completely different thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a sand beetle.
Okay. Nice.
Or sand, like, I say sand beetle, but it's like a centipede-ish
Okay.
beetle mix.
Right. So not at all like the Remoras, which
Not
is
at
more like
all. A snow beetle
a snow beetle
slash
centipede.
centipede mix.
Right, okay.
Totally different thing.
My bad.
All right. Now that we've got the Ankeg and Remoras debate settled.
I don't think it was a debate. It was,
No, out in the universe, I'm sure it's been a debate
It's
for
been
years.
debated for years.
Mini Painting Studio said that character that he did there
Yep,
was like a
Marathi.
6-hour paint.
Wow. That's nice. That's really quick for that sort of that level. Nice work, Josh. Definitely cool.
Mini Painting Studios is asking if I've played Numenera. Yes, I have. The Ninth World. Yeah, it's pretty good. I actually picked up the Humble Bundle. I don't know if it's still currently going on, but it's pay what you want and you get all the PDFs for Numenera.
Okay.
By
Brilliant.
Monty Cook Games.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Excellent.
He's also asking you,
yeah.
but I don't think that he goes. I don't think you play RPGs.
I haven't for a long time. No. So, I have not. Hence my look of confusion.
Yes. It uses the Cipher system by Monty Cook Games as their like core mechanic.
Okay.
It's good. It's the same system they use for Invisible Sun and Gods of the Fall and all that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep, I do like Numenera, and they have some pretty interesting miniatures as well.
Okay.
No, Mini Painting Studios, he did too. He got it on the Humble Bundle.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smart. It's so good. I think it says you could like donate anything you want. Like if you could have gotten it for $1.
Right.
Everything, but I think I did 15 because it's for raising money for charities. And
Okay.
stuff.
Radio.
Yeah.
Cool. This is something that they've had around for a while. And
Yeah, they keep bringing out expansions, but they had so much of all the. It wasn't just the core set; it was like everything.
right.
It was a great purchase.
Excellent. So now with the tail here, I've just taken some of the Army Painter Red Tone wash, red wash, and yeah, I think it's called Red Tone. Thinning it down a little bit on my palette and rushing it onto the tail.
Nice.
And I'm going to run this around the gums as well to help sort of separate that sort of pale fur from the pale teeth.
Nice.
That should be good.
And for anybody that's interested, Mini Painting Studios put the link in the chat for that Humble Bundle.
Okay.
I mean, again, you can't go wrong with that. It's so good.
Yep. Okay. How's that looking? Looking pretty good.
Yeah. That always looks good. I mean, it's Dave Taylor Miniatures over here, ladies and gentlemen.
kind of funny in the group this morning. I think it was this morning. Somebody mentioned that sometimes basically asked, does anybody else sort of get to the stage where they go, oh wow, this miniature I just finished is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then they take a photo of it and they look at it on their computer screen and they go, now I can see all the flaws.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah, I think it does happen to everybody.
Yeah.
But I mentioned that in the studio here, you guys, of course, never get to see the big monitor that we've got right there behind the camera. So whenever we get a nice close-up of the miniatures,
Right.
rather than it being this tall, the miniature is this tall. And it's like, oh my God.
And you see every detail.
Every flaw. So it's kind of funny. But of course, they're really meant to be looked at from this far away,
Right.
when they're on the gaming table. Right?
Yeah. Which is perfect.
Yeah.
I'm really digging this miniature.
Yep.
I kind of want to play this character in a Star Wars RPG.
Right. That would be cool. Speaking of RPGs, though,
Yeah.
how did Friday go
With Zeb Cook.
with Mr. Zeb Cook?
It was an opportunity for me to really geek out.
Yeah, I could tell.
And I did. And it was great getting some of the history that he threw out there.
Yep.
So Zeb Cook was here for last Friday. You can actually see the video on our YouTube channel, and I think you can dig down in our Facebook as well.
Yep.
But Zeb Cook was part of Old Guard TSR. He's the lead designer of 2nd Edition Dungeons and Dragons, Planescape, a lot of the 2nd Edition TSR content, and 1st Edition he had his hands in.
Yep.
And he was in studio. We geeked out. We built a character for 5th Edition D&D, which he had never done.
Right.
All the 5th Edition games he's played was pre-generated characters.
Yep.
So that was a lot of fun, and we made an alcoholic dwarf that's haunted.
Yep. Dwarf Trickster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I geeked out a little bit because of that whole encounter.
Yeah.
Ross says, this is over on YouTube, I don't play Imperial Assault, but would use Nexu Creature Mini as warp creatures in my Warhammer games.
Oh, yeah. Yep, definitely. It'd be great in, I think, the Dark Eldar, or the Drakari, as they're called now.
Okay.
Have a creature called a Chimera, or something similar to a Chimera.
Okay.
Spelled differently to
Of course.
the classical creature, but yeah, which is kind of a multi-eyed beast. It's a little bit sort of cat-like.
Oh, okay.
So not too far from this.
Okay.
Because apart from the double rat tail, it's got a very big cat kind of feel.
And I don't recall the characteristics of the personality of the creature, but I bet you it does have kind of a cat
Yeah.
thing going on.
I would suggest that, like, these teeth give it away.
Yeah. The big,
These ones here.
The big angry
The really
teeth.
big ones.
They look like critters. You remember that
Yeah,
movie?
yep,
The
yep.
old
Yeah,
movie?
definitely.
Every time I say that, remember that old thing, that old
Yeah.
show? I kind of, I feel like the one character, the bounty hunter on Ready Player One.
Okay.
He's like, remember that?
Yeah.
Snowed in, can't make it to work. At least I can join the stream today. Thanks, Kelly.
Excellent.
Friday building character, yes. Then that last Friday's was with Zeb. James is here. Hey, James.
Hey, James.
So, James, I'm painting Jin Odan, one of the player characters for Imperial Assault's core box.
And I'm painting a Nexu, which is a crazy beast, a brawler beast. Pounce.
It has pounce?
Pounce is one of its attacks. Place your figure in an empty space within 3 spaces. Then you may perform an attack. So.
Sweet.
Leaping around.
Jumping around all willy-nilly?
I don't think willy-nilly. I think it's probably very
organized?
carefully planned. Yeah. Maybe not in advance, but...
Right.
Ad hoc planning. Best kind.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
There you go. That'll work. They made another Critters movie soon to be released. What?
No way.
I look forward to it. I thought Critters was hilarious.
Well, if they make like 5 Sharknado movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like if they can do that, why not?
Exactly.
5 Sharknado movies. God,
Yeah,
they're
I know.
so bad.
How about that? Let's hope for anybody.
Right? That's why I'm like, if you have an idea for a story and you think it's crazy,
Write it down anyway.
write it. Yeah, put it on paper or a comic book or something. Because seriously, Sharknado.
Exactly. Somebody at
Sci-fi. will be
somebody at
like,
Sci-Fi
"Hey."
will option it. Okay. Great thing is, this model paints up really quickly as well.
Yeah.
So that would be the limited color palette, I'm sure.
That's cool. It's looking great.
Yeah. The fun part, the fun little detail, I guess, the extra detail, is on the, it looks like it has sort of very muted stripes
Right.
on it, kind of tiger stripes.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to paint some of those in. Mix a bit of this dark gray in with the base color.
That'll be cool.
There we go.
Speaking of grays,
Grays, which gray are you looking for?
gunmetal.
Oh, okay. I've got one over here if you need it.
I got it. Thank
Cool.
you.
Okay. There we go. Raw, raw.
Note to self: don't watch Facebook stream and YouTube stream at the same time. They do not sync. Sounds so fun. And then Walter says, "You ever going to do some Zombicide minis?" Potentially. We have done some Zombicide. We did those like expansion little box sets.
Yep,
Remember?
we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
From
From Simon.
was that from Black Plague?
No, these were like teenage girl
Yep.
and
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The Survivor and the zombie version.
yeah.
Yep. That's right. I remember now.
I'd love to do some Black Plague though.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
What was the last one they did? Oh, they did the space one. They did Kickstarter for the space one.
Oh,
Zombicide in space.
I'm still waiting for not Zombicide, but Simon's Kickstarter they did called Hate.
Oh, right. Okay. I think I saw that starting to arrive with some people.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. That was all the stuff based on the graphic novel by Adrian Smith. Big fan of Adrian Smith's artwork.
The miniatures look ridiculously good.
Yeah. Okay. So to paint these, let's see if I can point them out on the card here. Can we see them? Yes, there we go. Get the card. So yeah, lots of the stripes there. I think should be fun to try and add those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so to do that, I'm going to take the base color here and mix in some gray. You could just paint sort of a gray of a similar tone sort of straight into it, but this will make it look a little bit more natural.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll start on this side where it's going to be a little bit.
Man vs. Mini says, I'm waiting for another Killer Clowns from Outer Space movie, but I've been waiting decades. True. And Michael Gonzalez says, I think it was made by the guy that did Zombievers, so keep that tongue in cheek. Oh, Jesus. Walters also said, here's Negan, All Out War. Oh, yeah. Mouse Guard. Man, if there were some Mouse Guard miniatures, I would definitely paint those.
I think there are.
Is there?
I could be wrong.
Well, I was actually looking at the Mice and Mystics, or the Mice Mystic one. I can't remember if it's a Plaid Hat or somebody made that game, and that has mice miniatures in it that are kind of like Mouse Guardy looking.
I think it's Osprey.
Osprey?
Oh, who makes which game?
The mice one.
Okay. There we go.
Nice.
But I think Reaper might have like a mouseling range.
Oh, yeah.
I could be wrong, but. Or Dark Sword Minis probably have some mice in their anthropomorphic range.
Well, I know that in Dungeons and Dragons, I like to play when I DM.
Yep.
Were-rats are really popular with me.
Oh, okay.
So.
Gnolls and were-rats.
Gnolls and were-rats.
Two things to study up on if you're going to play D&D with Rick.
That's a fact. Because they will be coming for you.
What was that Stephen King story about the rats? Was that Night Shift?
I don't know.
I think it might be Night Shift.
I think the only Stephen King movie I'm really a fan of besides it is Maximum Overdrive.
Okay. That's an old one.
Yeah. Even though I was on Under the Dome.
You were?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was Stephen King?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. When was that?
2012.
2012?
Yeah.
Where did that film? Was that?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the episodes where they have the underground fight club, and I'm the main bad girl's, like one of her like personal bodyguards.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Now I have to go and watch it.
James says IDW is currently doing a Kickstarter for the next expansion standalone for the Turtles. Nice. Walter also says Burrows and Badgers is the Osprey.
Right.
You were thinking the same thing as me. New Bunnies and Burrows is coming. Bunnies and Burrows. All right. So you can actually do your own Watership Down.
Oh my goodness. Or Peter Rabbit.
Or Peter Rabbit, yeah. Have you watched the new Watership Down?
I have not.
Okay.
No. Don't tell me what happens.
If you've seen the original,
I have.
you know what happens.
Yep.
I can tell you what doesn't happen.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not as bloody.
Okay.
It's not as, graphically shocking as the original.
Okay. Wonder if that was the point.
Hey, Ben. I still loved it. It was
A little bit more.
The animation was so good.
Yeah. It was a great style. There we go. These stripes are almost painting themselves.
Really?
No.
Oh, dang it. You got me.
If they had a crazy stripe painter? No. I'm the crazy stripe painter.
That's true.
So, yeah, almost finished this guy, and then I can move on to doing the lenses on the probe
Only we
droids.
had time for that.
Oh, we don't? Oh my goodness. What time is it?
It is, we've got 6 minutes.
6 minutes? No way.
Are you going to, Mr. Incredible it? There's time.
There's time. Maybe. Let's see. I want to paint the bases black, so there might not be time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, one of the things I do need to do is going to go back over around these with another layer of the wash. And then I'm going to rummage around in my paint box to find some gloss varnish.
Oh, cool.
Give those eyes a varnish. Okay, here we go. Not much rummaging required.
It was right on top.
Yep.
Dang it.
There we go.
And cool.
There we go.
Yep, I was only able to get
Oh.
the one.
Okay. I'd usually have to put a wash over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, almost there with the eyes.
Rats, Skaven, Nezumi, Ratfolk, Were-Rats, all awesome gaming races. Ichiban. I agree, Ross. I need to see a Badger Lord mini with like the Salamandastron Badgers from Redwall. Oh, man, yes. Love Redwall. I would, yeah, absolutely play Redwall. Would not having a Martin if Redwall mini would be cool. Yeah, it would be cool. Healthy gums make a happy monster.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want those big sharp teeth falling out.
Right.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, let's get this base done. I'll finish off the
Actually, that's
the
what
probe droids on Thursday
Let's do a base.
and work on something else. Not sure what else.
We have options.
Maybe the commander. What was his name again?
Fenn Cygnus, was that his name? Yeah, no, that Fenn Cygnus is someone else.
Okay.
His name was Gideon Argus.
Gideon Argus. Sounds perfect.
It's a cool name.
It is.
And he is,
This guy.
yeah.
I just love the, he's sort of, in that piece of artwork, is wearing the sort of typical rebel colors of the, sort of the bone and brown and orange, which look like they're a great combination.
Which is funny because I used bone in this
Yep.
miniature for her shirt.
There we go. I always think coming back at the end and painting the base as black, it's just really helps the helps them to pop,
Yeah.
particularly for board game minis. We're going to do something here at the end. See the edge? See, I haven't painted the edge yet.
Yeah.
That's so I can do a thing that a friend of mine refers to as the victory lap.
The victory lap.
The victory lap. That's the last thing you do when you're painting a miniature, is just paint the edge of the base, paint around it. Doesn't matter what miniature it is, but it just signifies that you are finished.
You have completed the task. Well done, adventurer. Truly,
Here we go.
you have done a great job this day.
Perfect. Well, maybe not perfect, but close to. And there we go.
Looks amazing.
That was cool.
Super cool. So if you liked watching today's episode and you're new to the chat and watching us today, we appreciate you joining us. But check out Painting Happy Little Minis on Facebook. We have a group where you can join it and become part of our community there, sharing all the miniatures that you're painting and getting advice and giving advice to all the members of the group.
Just noticed a little flaw.
On his rat tail?
On his rat tail. There we go.
Nice.
Sorry.
Very cool. And here is Jin Odan.
Yeah.
Yes,
Take that.
She's not going to make it.
She might. That blaster might be more powerful than we think.
Yeah. It could be a holdout blaster.
Yep.
Like Han Solo uses.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And also a shot straight down the gullet.
Oh, yeah. That's a kill shot.
It's got to hurt, yeah.
That's a kill shot. Very cool. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Dave, for being awesome and doing all the great things and being like the master stripe painter that you are.
No. Those are easy to do.
Just one last thing, what we got going on here. The kitty is amazing. 500 experience points.
Woohoo!
And yeah, so that's it for today. And thanks for joining
Jacob.
us. Yeah. And James, have a good day at work if you're at work. Otherwise, if you're snowed in, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll get snowed in today.
Yep.
Later on.
I was going to say, over the next few days, anybody who's in the northern part of the US and I guess into Canada as well, stay inside as much as possible.
It's supposed to be super, super cold.
Ridiculously cold.
Yeah, I love
it. Wind chill down to minus 55.
I know, right? That's colder than Siberia, Antarctica, and the Himalayas.
Himalayas, yeah. Not combined.
Combined. Yes, absolutely combined.
Well, actually combined. They're both the same.
Same, dang it.
Yeah. But no, I saw a thing saying that like frostbite can set in 4 minutes at that temperature.
Yes. Let's do it.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay warm.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you on Thursday, unless, of course, we get snowed in. Then we'll see you
next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And this has been Painting Happy Little Minis, and we'll see you at the game store.
Hi, I'm Tom from Looney Labs. Make sure you check out our upcoming game, Timebreaker. It releases on February 28th, and if you pre-order now, you can get an early demo copy like this to try out before the game hits shelves.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.